Because I'm told that the musician is being paid by the minute.
Boom, boom.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming along tonight. It's very pleasing to see so many friends and family of the mother and father this year. I know a lot of people have come from various distances. None more so than my brother, Bridgend, who surprised us all this morning with a phone call telling me that he just had his breakfast, and I thought, well, how was that? We live in Australia. Actually in Heathrow at the time, and asked me to pick him up in Sound Services. Quite a surprise. I don't intend this to be a bit of a history lesson, but I will give a little bit of background to my mother and father. They got married 50 years ago last Tuesday in Norton Church. In those days... Well, I got that wrong.
Rewrite the script. Get the editor out.
Well, there we are. I learned something. It looked like Norton Church on the photographs.
Ding dong.
Very good stuff. Anyway, the honeymoons to the Dominican Republic and Thailand. So it was off to that sunny holiday hotspot of Western Supermare. So I'm sure that they had a very good time there. But I'm also fairly sure, if my memory serves me correctly, that we never ever went back there for a holiday.
Yeah, they got a helicopter.
Anyway, it was back to the grindstone in Bridgend when they finally got back in. And at that time they were living in rented accommodation in rooms in Prairie Avenue. Now, it was whilst they were living there, not for that long, but it was whilst they were living there that they saw the new addition to the family, me. I'm told Mrs. Edwards was the owner of the house at the time, and lovely little old lady, and apparently she was very, very fond of me. Obviously, was a very good judge of character as well. Anyway, from there, then they bought their first house and only house at Herod Road, which they still remain today. And I have very fond memories of growing up there. We had a superb childhood. Myself, Mike, and Richard. We did everything as a family, which I think is so important, quite honestly, in achieving a successful marriage.
Yeah.
Those who play together stay together, as they say.
Yeah.
In fact, it was so successful that at the age of 16 years, we all decided to run away.
That's awesome.
On a serious note, it was obviously a love for the sea and sailing that was engendered and fostered in us by my father, basically, as we were young, and obviously we enjoyed, which we still hold today, quite honestly. Now, some people will say that to have a marriage that lasts for 50 years is unusual, which it is these days, and also involves an element of luck, which again it does, in that both parties stay healthy. But also requires other qualities such as commitment, flexibility, and compromise, an element of give and take. I know my father's taken my mother everywhere around the world. I take my wife everywhere. Problem is, she keeps finding a way back. When we go out, I have to hold her hand. Because if I let go, she shops. Now, I know my father is a very considerate person. He's always been very considerate to my mother. And I think that's been passed on to me as well. I think I'm quite considerate also. And our last anniversary, I asked my wife where she wanted to go. She said, take me somewhere I haven't been before for a long time. So I suggested the kitchen.
He danced to Peter Kay, man. Should be on YouTube after.
No, everybody has a few crosswords. And no doubt, mother and father, I know they've had a few crosswords in their time. In fact, I remember one occasion when my father hadn't spoken to my mother for 18 months. 18 months.
It's got to be a joke.
He didn't like to interrupt her. Now, my wife and I had the odd row. The last time we quarrelled, she asked me, what's on the television? It was my fault, yeah. She asked me what was on the television. So I said, test.
You're not paying enough money on.
It's true.
But as I said, it's
tell me what
pretty brief. So I'd like you to raise your glasses to my mother and father on their 50th golden wedding anniversary.
I've got a glass.
And hoping that we're all here for the big 6-0, the old diamond one when it comes along. Which, God willing, I will be nearly 60 years old then.
Oh my God.
Pat and John.
Pat and John.